Hi, I'm Madison.
And I'm Caitlin.
Welcome to the What We Carry Together podcast.
Because no one should have to carry it alone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a very special episode of What We Carry Together because it is a sister sleepover edition.
Brian's out of town, so Maddie's spending the night tonight. And
I've been helping take care of the boys and
dinner, bath, all the fun things.
Yeah, and I have fun getting to spend time with them. And I feel like Graham and I have really bonded.
Yeah, I think so too.
In the spirit of that we were having a sleepover and doing a sleepover episode, we decided to do a lighter, get to know us episode because we want to give the backstory of why everything is so important with our relationship and how it came to be where I would want and Caitlin be willing for this surrogacy journey to play out. And I think we do have a very special relationship, so thought it would be cool to talk about.
It's just going to help break up some of the seriousness that this whole topic kind of carries.
Yeah. We've talked about IVF and surrogacy and
chronic illness and
a lot. And so we just kind of want to break it up. So thought this would be a good opportunity to lighten the mood and let you get to know us. Yeah. So today we're just going to hang out, tell stories, and maybe embarrass each other a little bit. So let's do some icebreakers just about today and kind of get to know us. And the first one is, who is more stressed getting ready for the podcast recording tonight?
You?
I think we have different kind of stresses.
Yeah.
I think I'm stressed because I'm like, it's late. I would love to watch TV and chill. And you're stressed because you're like, we need to get this out. We need to get this done because we have to film on the weekends during the boys' nap time.
So it's like a very finite window.
Because during the week, I'm working when they nap. And then when Brian comes home, it's like, and Mills and I, we want to do like dinner with our families and have family time because you only get that amount of time. So we have like these quick windows and you don't know when they're actually going to go to sleep and actually wake up. You have like roundabout, but you have these quick windows where we have to set everything up and you go.
And it is just like, wham, like it just.
And so with you being out of town next weekend, you're like, we need to take advantage of this and do this tonight. And so we are, but Caitlin is definitely the one that's going to be like, okay, let's get the ball rolling. Let's do things. She's the accountability partner. And I'm the one that's like, let's remember to relax.
Yeah. And you're also like content ideas. Like you're way more creative.
Well, so, when you say no to compliments, but then I'm like, no, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I think it's funny. We have like our own things. We always, when we were growing up, the Olsen twins were really big. And for some reason,
I was dubbed Ashley always, pink.
Because you were first, so the oldest, so you got to pick pink. And so pink was your color, and I was just grandfathered in as blue. So I was always Mary Kate. And I love Mary Kate, that's totally fine. But it was more so just that like this then carried into my whole room being blue, my whole personality being blue. You got a pink cell phone, I got a blue cell phone. Like everything about you was
so
blue.
True, yeah.
And you got to be pink everything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was the Mary Kate.
Yeah. The funny first memory of us together. And it's probably the first memory that I have that is just like vividly us together. But it is when they were filming the movie The Patriot. We both had on our white t-shirts, jean shorts, and Timberland boots.
We were going to be actresses.
We were.
And that was the outfit Mom chose for us.
And
why did she put us in for the boots? Why?
I don't know.
And then we also, Mom like dressed us up in the cutest outfits always.
Yes.
But then we go to audition for The Patriot because it was filming locally and Mom put us in Timberlands.
And we did not get a call back. We also tried out to be Oscar Mayer Wiener Girls. Didn't get a call back for that either. Think we also wanted to be like in a commercial. I don't know. We went to something and didn't get a call back.
Okay, it's just Mom that thinks we're cute. I think that one of my favorite memories of us growing up, I wouldn't say favorite, but just funny is, do you know what Boss of the Day? So Caitlin orchestrated this game called Boss of the Day. And it meant that you got to be, whoever was the boss got to be boss of the day and decide what we played. If we played Barbies, if we went outside, like whatever we did. I snuck grapes upstairs. You had me feed you grapes and fan you. And yes. And we were little. And then the next day, after putting in all my blood, sweat, and tears of you being boss of the day, and I was your most loyal employee, I was like, okay, let's play Barbies. And you were like, I don't want to. And I was like, but I'm boss of the day. And you said, so?
Birth order does matter for sure.
I can't go to mom and say, she's not letting me boss her around today. And she bossed me around all day yesterday. So that was something that you did. That
I wasn't super nice. Like one time, I mean, and we were like, okay, 7.
Caitlin, not a lot of people listening to this have kids.
But they know what 7 is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
But anyways, I do think we were around 7 years of age. We were playing dolls. We had like our Barbie dream house, and she happened to leave and maybe like went to the bathroom or something. Yeah, we had just watched Toy Story. I like moved everything around, convinced her when she came back that the toys had gotten up and moved. Another time, I convinced her that she could fly. This was when we were a lot younger than that.
This is on video.
Yes, this is the only reason I know is because it's on video.
It's kind of scary that you were like this before we even
I
had
have memory. But I could feel like I could see Jack doing this to Graham. But
that's so true.
And it is on video that she is getting up off the back of the couch and she is about to jump off. Well, she does jump off, and Dad just happens, thank the Lord, to be there and swoops in and catches her.
Yeah, but then there was also the time that I got in trouble and we were going to a birthday party. I had to stay back and clean all the bathrooms because I got in really big trouble. And you got to go to the birthday party and have so much fun. And Caitlin came home and I talked up cleaning the bathrooms.
Like, I felt bad that she couldn't go to the party. Came home feeling guilty.
Did you, or were you bragging about the birthday party?
I don't know, but I think
either way,
it was at Chuck E. Cheese.
She started crying,
yeah,
and was devastated that she didn't get to stay home and clean the bathrooms.
That's how fast she can spend something.
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, like, it explains that she's an attorney.
But. And yeah, you cried because you wanted to clean the bathrooms, and Mom and Dad were just dumbfounded because they didn't know.
There was a time we were at the beach when we were really little and we decided to race, and then I won, and then Maddie I'm the winner of the slow race. Like, she intended it. That was her goal. And I was like, what? I
just have very core memories of wanting to do everything you did, be everywhere you were, and be friends with everyone you were friends with. Mom said that I wanted to dance. Because I'll jokingly say to Mom, like, why didn't you make me do my own thing? Like, why did I do everything Caitlin did? And she said, I tried. I really tried. And she said, I had to get you ballet shoes when Caitlin started dance and you were too young to start. And I bought you the smallest pair that they had and they were still too big for you because I just wanted to be everywhere you were, do everything you were doing.
Yeah.
And so I cheered the same years as you. You decided you were going to do dance team one year. So we didn't do cheer that year and did dance team that year. I only applied to the college that you went to, which now would be crazy, but I probably was kind of crazy then. But until you started dealing with blood because you wanted to be a doctor, I did everything. And then I had to part ways at that point to find my own destiny. But it carried into college, where in college, even though we had different majors, we lived together. I lived in the same dorm as you, which I didn't even get to pick.
Yeah, it just happened.
We're in the same sorority, everything. And then I think that we would bicker, but it was just natural and normal that we were going to be in. Like, this was just, if you were friends with one of us, you were friends with both of us. And that's just right.
That's really true. Because I feel like up until when you left for law school, that's like the first time that you had friends that I did not know who they were.
Yeah, that's very true. Which one of us would you say was the troublemaker as kids? Nuanced question.
Like, well, yeah.
Dad said that I would talk back about what they told me to do and give an attitude, but then I would do what they wanted. And then you would be very respectful, very demure, very like agreeable, but then you would just do what you wanted to do anyway. Have you ever heard Dad say that? He says it.
Yeah.
You've always been I respect your opinion and I'm going to go do this.
But I would say that when we were like really little, I was definitely the troublemaker. Yeah. Like when we were young.
I mean, Mom has a video of us where we're in the bathtub together and you keep pouring water on me and I'm just a baby. And Mom's like, Caitlin, if you do that one more time, I'm going to turn this off and you're going to get in trouble. And then she did it again and the camera goes off and it comes back on and Caitlin's eyes were teary because Mom had gotten on.
Yeah, crying. Pouring water on your head.
Yeah. You gave me, you would think I'd have thicker skin, but I was going to say you gave me thick skin. And I'm like, no, I don't have thick skin. I'm very sensitive.
Maybe that's why, though.
Yeah, maybe. What about mom and dad's dresser?
Okay. We just watched Madeline, the movie, and in one part of the movie, she like goes on the baseboard under, I think it's like under her bed in the orphanage or something. This is I have not seen this movie in forever, but I think that's what it was. And I wanted to be like her, and I go and I freaking scratch my initials. Like I carve my initials in their dress.
Mom and dad's like nice dresser that they had
and like I couldn't even deny it. I
you
made
did.
You
I
tried to.
They said no. You told them I did it. You told them I did it. You told them I carved your initials into their dresser, but thankfully they didn't believe you
because it was
your
my initials.
But you were like
Right.
saying I was trying to frame you or something.
And they, I mean, bless them, they kept that dresser until like
very recently.
Honestly, not that long ago. And like, I guess I just had to sit there and be like, I just always saw that on the dresser and just knew that was my brainchild idea to do.
And to try to blame me. Who do you think got away with more?
You.
It was
for sure.
It took you a long time to say that, but definitely you wet the whistle. And then
yeah.
You got your phone at a certain age, and then I would get my phone earlier than that age because, I don't know. And it was just not as big of a deal when it was my turn. And so I think I got things easier because
I paved the way.
You were the one that
I ran so you could walk.
You'd be a lawyer. You were the one that advocated. No, you walk so I could run. Run. That doesn't even make sense.
No, I think that I ran. I worked really, really hard so that you could just.
That is yeah, okay. Maybe everyone should flip that saying and say it this way. Okay, so me wanting to do everything that you did, I do remember when our interests differed when we were younger. And I think it was when maybe I was going into 5th grade and you were going to 6th, or maybe I was going to 4th and you were going to 5th, or I don't know. But we were on vacation and you and I used to always play mermaids in the pool. And all of a sudden you wanted to lay out and you didn't want to play mermaids. And mom, I was like, go play with it. But you literally grew up overnight and you were like, play mermaids. And it's a core memory for me.
I don't even remember this.
A core memory for me of being in the pool and like kind of playing mermaids by myself because you entered the phase of life of like wanting to lay out. And I think you put lemon juice in your hair.
Oh my God. I do feel like I remember that phase now. It wasn't long, but I do remember, man, that's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So older sisters.
Yeah.
Play mermaid with your little sisters. Okay. Also, speaking of you being a troublemaker, our grandparents would help watch us a lot. And mom's parents were watching Caitlin and she was really little and decided she wanted to play hide and go seek unprompted. And they couldn't find her and she wasn't responding when they were like, Caitlin, because you were hiding
in the closet.
And then did they call the police? They had the whole neighborhood out looking for you and you were in the closet.
Yeah.
And
I bet they could have just.
Can you imagine if that happened now? I mean, that's terrifying.
Like, no.
Like if that happened to your kid.
No.
Like you were a troublemaker.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Jack did that to mom? Like that's the.
Okay. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Because mom helps watch Jack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh God. I hope he never does that.
What do you think's something embarrassing that we've done together?
I feel like there probably is.
There's a lot of pictures of like fashion choices. I mean, I wouldn't say that's like the most embarrassing thing we've done because we've done so many embarrassing things, but I mean that.
For sure, fashion choice. We really like leaned into the
poof,
the
millennial,
the belts, like the waist belt things.
We all the millennial fashion trends we followed.
For sure. I mean, when this is really embarrassing. I don't know if we even want to say this, but it was the year that we were on the dance team and we were heading to a dance competition. Okay. I was in 10th grade. I was 11th grade in high school. And so our parents, their they are out of town and they never like went out of town and left us, but they were out of town and left us. We're going to this performance that's at Carowinds. Okay, so we've been to Carowinds so many times growing up. I mean, we live right there and we had a performance there. And so I'm driving and it's like it's getting late, like we were supposed to be there. And
I'm in shotgun, so I'm paying attention to where you're going.
Lost.
We got lost.
And to the point that
Fort
we
Mill.
called our
She thought we were lying.
Yeah.
She probably
She's
did.
like, didn't you guys grow up here? Like,
thinks you guys slept in and couldn't make it here,
It's
but
like-
really we got lost.
Miss Dukes, if you're listening,
We're really sorry. We really did get lost.
yeah. We still think about it to this day.
Like when we got there, everyone was already stretched and like they were warming up, and we were like, "We're so sorry."
We've been going for like 30 minutes.
That's the other thing about having sisters is it's for something 5 minutes away. When Miss Dukes was like, "If one's down, they're both down. This is the liability." And also, something embarrassing we did when we were little is Mom would park in a parking spot for a door that was feet away. And Caitlin and I would insist we stay in the car because we did not want to go in. But then we were convinced we would get abducted. So we would lay on the floorboard of the car and like put jackets and blankets over us. And like,
I feel like it was part of like a game as well.
And there were some times Mom would come back to the car and we would jump because we thought, and I mean, it was always our choice. We always wanted to stay in the car where she would run into like the post office. Yeah. It would be like the quickest thing. And that's so weird. I think that like something else too is when you have a sibling close in age, you can definitely bounce weird ideas off of each other. Mm-hmm. And then the other one can embolden you. And like we can have groupthink where we're like, that's a really good idea.
Because you're like,
and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just silly, but then like we think it's fun or whatever. And then like this podcast.
I mean, kind of, we did. We both separately had the idea. And then I think Maddie mentioned to me and I was seriously kind of thinking about that. And then it is like that. It's like we just
finish each other's sandwiches,
take things and run with it and then encourage each other. Maybe when we shouldn't?
No, well, no, I think that we hold each other accountable. I feel like we hold each other accountable. Mm-hmm. Okay, who do you think was more stubborn of the two of us?
You.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think in certain aspects, you.
I think you're so stubborn.
I think you're so stubborn.
I agree that I'm stubborn, but I think you're really stubborn. Like, I think I am thinking of the other viewpoint and I'm like doubting, like, should I do it this way? Or whereas like you will stand 10 toes down on the things that you are convicted of, which there's
like, for example, what? Because I don't feel like that.
Like not wanting anyone in the hospital for like at all when you had Jack was like crazy. And then you needed them and everyone knew you were going to need someone to come by or do something. But like you were like, this is the way, which is totally fine. There are things that what am I stubborn about? I feel like I second guess everything.
No, you're just stubborn. Like I don't know if it's like when you don't want to hear something.
Yeah. Okay. Who's more athletic? You know that. You did track and field for like a day in high school. I never did that. Or it's a cross country.
So that's what makes me more athletic.
I mean, I would have never.
Yeah, but I like died. It was awful. They're very athletic.
Yeah, so you're more athletic than me. And you're just a little muscle. And like you could always do more flips than me and do better turns than me in cheer and dance.
But then if we want to go into more like theatrics and singing, then you had the upper hand for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, she was Pippi Longstocking. She was Molly from Annie.
That's when I was 9 and 10. Okay, those are my peaks. At least when I'm saying you could flip more than me and turn more than me, that's like middle school and high school. You were like telling that when I was in a school play when I was 9 years old and then another one when I was 10. Like, she really is talented. I'm 32.
I'm trying to think of something sis.
I know.
No, just kidding.
I can carry a tune.
You can sing. And
I can't sing. I can carry a tune.
You can sing. And you are very creative. Like, you won an Emmy for...
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Broadcast journalism. There you go.
Okay. So let's see who knows who better. Well, I don't even know some of this stuff about myself. All right. We did rapid fire questions for our next section. And we wrote down our answers.
And we haven't seen the other.
Favorite comfort food. What if I'm between two? for you.
Okay.
Chicken and dumplings and steak, rice, and gravy.
I said mac and cheese.
Duh.
All right. So your comfort food, I would say, is a hot dog.
No, not since I got food poisoning. It is chicken pot pie. Mom's chicken pot pie.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
You thought of like food type, and I thought of like a specific meal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Favorite drink.
Yours is Diet Coke.
Yeah. Yours is Chick-fil-A's Diet Lemonade.
I'm between that and Diet Coke.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was putting for you.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite holiday.
I think yours is Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think yours is Christmas.
Yeah, for
okay.
sure. Okay.
Favorite childhood movie.
Yours, and it's also like what era of childhood?
Yeah.
Parent Trap for you?
No. The Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh, that's a good one. See, I went older. Well, I don't know. I put
like older as in when we were even younger.
no, like I don't know. For myself, what would you say mine is?
Princess Diaries.
See, I put Grease and Legally Blonde.
Oh, you do, but those are
like I love Grease and Legally Blonde,
and we probably watched Grease younger than we should because I didn't pick up on like any of the innuendos or anything. Okay, guilty pleasure.
Yours is watching reality TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yours is You're Perfect.
No, mine is how much I love in the morning and going and getting an iced latte from somewhere.
You've rubbed that, like that's rubbed off on me lately, and
I love doing that. But it's not a cheap habit to have, though.
Yeah.
Goodness, I love it.
Yeah. Favorite childhood toy. I think yours is an American Girl doll.
That's what I wrote down. Yours. Ooh, I feel like there should be a Chip, the stuffed animal.
I knew you were going to say that. And that, to be fair, was my favorite animal through toddlerhood. But I also put American Girl doll.
Okay. Yeah.
But also for you, I could say your Harry Potter wand. But also, you were a senior in high school when you purchased that from the wand shop.
Harry Potter world.
Also very millennial of us. But we started reading them when we were in first and second grade.
Yeah.
And we read all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's like how I learned.
When we were 6, 7.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
I'm like actually cutting that. Yes. Ew. Okay. So yeah, so anyways, we went to Harry Potter World as junior and senior in high school. We went to the wand shop, picked out our wands. I got the Elder wand. Caitlin got Hermione's wand because she always was Hermione, which like there's no one left. So I was always Luna Lovegood because like you always got to pick, just like Ashley. You got to be Hermione, which like why were we weren't playing. We weren't playing Harry Potter in college and high school. We started reading in first and second grades. Like that's when we would play Harry Potter. But it just so carried over to when we were older. So when we went to the wand shop,
yes,
you got Hermione's and I couldn't get the same one as you. So I got the Elder wand because I did think that was cool because I was like, who has the Elder wand now? Because it's so important in the books. Okay. Anyways.
The next question.
Our niece and our cousins, when they were babies, it was like around Halloween. And I got a witch hat down for Paxton and Kylie. And I thought, here's Caitlin's Harry Potter wand so that they can pretend to be a witch. And I brought down the Harry Potter wand. And you were like in residency or dental school or something. And I sent you a picture of them playing because I thought it was cute. And you called Mom and you were like, get the Harry Potter wand out of their hands and put it back in my room. Like, why did Maddie get my Harry Potter wand out? And Mom literally had to pry it from our crying toddler cousin's hands because you in dental school were like, get Hermione's wand out of Kylie's hands.
Oh my
gosh. They had the Elder wand too. And I just let them keep playing with that. But like you actually have Mom
get it from them.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So that's
anyway.
Okay. So what is my biggest pet peeve?
Your pet peeve, I would say.
I think there's like a diagnosis for mine. I think I've actually read that, but it was on Instagram on one of those things where it's like, who's posting this? Where is it actually factual? But
the chewing.
Yes.
Oh, the chewing with
yes.
the noise. Yeah.
When Mills and I are like, if we're eating and he's having to work, so he's having to like send emails and stuff. So it's quiet. I have to put on a podcast or something I mean, chewing is, or like we'll just have like music in the background while we talk. Like, I don't know. It's awful. It's an awful thing to be annoyed by, but
Interesting.
snacking.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you were that put off by it.
Yeah, I am. I don't like snacking.
Huh. I mean, I don't like it either, but I'm trying to think what my pet peeve is.
I feel like yours would be kind of about like you like things a certain way.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking I don't like having my time wasted.
I don't think anyone does. But I think you have things a certain way. And because you'll walk behind me and like, if I don't shut something all the way, you're like, and you shut the door or shut the drawer or whatever that I left open like the tiniest bit. And you don't really give me time. Like if I picked the Diet Coke up and it's like, I'm not done with it yet, or I finish it, I run to go to the bathroom, you've already thrown away the can. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you are very peculiar.
Jeez. I'm cutting that whole portion.
Okay. Anyways,
can we put any of this?
Okay. What do you waste your money on? What do I waste my money on?
You definitely waste your money on Diet Coke.
That's what I wrote.
Okay.
Because also I don't finish them. If they hit a certain temp.
Okay, so that would go back to me throwing her Diet Cokes away. It was not that peculiar. It's that she told herself she does not finish them. So I know that. And so I throw it away. Because she's also very peculiar herself. Because I know once it's not a certain level of cold, she is done with it, in fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. And so I waste money on them because I don't drink them all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You waste your money on, Amazon.
I wrote Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, every time I'm here, there's like I think it's like you're looking for things that, and I think I did this too when I had my dissection, or like whenever, whatever, you have kids, like you Amazon things are like, could this make my life easier? Items.
No, it literally is stuff that I will pull up my order history.
Are they usable things?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I actually want to pull up my order history and read it to you.
Okay.
It is.
If Mills heard me shaming you for Amazon purchases, he would die.
Okay, so these are pajamas and clothes for the boys. These are a little bit more of that and some of their special eczema soap and the...
Anyways, if you were on a reality TV show, I think you would be on the challenge.
I wrote down Amazing Race, but I like the challenge as well.
I think you're just really, The Amazing Race.
Because I say that I want to be though.
Okay, so when Caitlin and Brian started dating, they were in dental school. And I was in Connecticut and I worked. So it was just really hard for me to get to know Brian. It was really weird because that ended up being the person she was serious about, but it took me forever. It literally, compared to how I would normally meet your friends and stuff.
Serious about
it took me a long. Were you married when this happened? Well, I got to know Brian more of a slow burn.
Yeah.
So I was not dating Mills yet. And I was single. You were either dating or married to Brian, but either way, very serious. And for some reason, I think it was like a bonding thing. Mom, Dad, you, Brian, and me to an escape room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we were there because you and Brian wanted to do this. And escape rooms were really big. And Caitlin like loves an Amazing Race situation, and so does Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the most stressful thing ever. But I also don't think I read a clue because they were hogs. Like Caitlin and Brian would like go up, read it, and then they were just bouncing off of each other, like being obnoxiously cute because I was single and being like, it's this. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's over here. When we get to the dark part, someone in our family hits their head and falls down. Okay. And then people help them up, whatever. So we go, the escape room ends, we get it, whatever. I didn't even care. I was like, I don't even know what just happened, but that was so stressful. They were like, oh, we have a video so you guys can watch figuring out the escape room. Okay. So we're all in this room Like, okay, I was like, I don't really care to watch this, but we watch it and we watch that. We did want to watch though, because the person hit their head and fell. So we were like, let's watch this happen. And so this person hits their head and falls and you watch it and it was dark in there, but Caitlin finds a clue around the same time said person hits their head and falls and she knows what to do next. She can see enough to step over that person instead of helping them up or check on them. And it was like a boom. And we all watched it on video. Yeah. You did. You literally did. And that was not long ago. So yeah, you would be great on The Amazing Race because you take no prisoners. Okay. Anyways, that was a fun segment. A lot of these are feeling very fun for me. Okay, what's mine? You just need to remember things.
I have a bad memory. Okay, I would say yours would be something that could get you on to Dancing with the Stars.
I couldn't do Dancing with the Stars because I can't do stuff that's cool anymore with my dissection. And that's
this isn't a dream world where...
No, but literally that's one of the reasons I grieve my situation because like I can't do things like Dancing with the Stars. Okay. So that was a fun segment. Love this for me. What's something you've always admired about me?
Honestly, I think it's how funny you are.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's something that you've always admired about me?
Your selflessness, because it's like you do things without even thinking for other people all the time. And you're just like a really good caretaker, but then you act like you're not sentimental or whatever, but I'm like, you're one of the most sentimental people that I know.
But I don't do a good job at like getting, and this is a bad character flaw of myself, but I don't do a good job of getting people gifts. And I think that...
Okay, hard on yourself. Talking about anything remotely close to... I was talking about just like your everyday life. You are...
That's why I think that I'm not.
Chat that up in therapy. I don't know what that correlation is, but... Oh, I get like because like, oh, that was thoughtful of you to get a gift.
Yes.
I'm always like, that was thoughtful of you to start doing that to help mom out before I even realized that was something that needed to be done. Like,
mine are in the moment.
Yeah.
Day to day.
But I think I would more so appreciate that than a gift giver. So we have a list of current questions. So what's something you're currently loving? Ella Langley for me.
That's a good one. I would say
she's so refreshing and just like her music is so good and catchy, and she just seems like I would want to hang out with her. She seems like a cool person. So that's something that
I would say ice lattes.
Yeah, you're loving ice lattes right now. Okay, what's something you're looking forward to? Mills and I are going to Amsterdam in 2 weeks because we have a wedding in London. So we're going to go into Amsterdam, and we like have not been on vacation at all. I don't even know. I mean, my 30th birthday was the last big vacation 2 years ago because it's just when I have a dissection, we just don't really go anywhere. And even, I mean, since we've been married, we just haven't. So I'm really excited to go.
I'm excited. We're going to go to the beach in the middle of September. Yeah. So excited about that with our boys.
I have really had so much fun tonight, and I don't even know if there's going to be able to be an episode.
I know.
And if it is, I don't know that anyone cares.
Yeah.
But it was good for us. And like, that's why we're doing, like, we are doing this. We'd love for people to listen, for it to help them 1,000%. One of the other reasons though, is that we're also doing this for us to record this journey and these memories because it's just such a unique thing and it impacts so many people. Like it impacts our husbands, it impacts our children, it impacts our parents. Like, you know what I mean? It's something that impacts so many people. It's like a web of people that are impacted by this process and whatever.
And I like that we have designated time where we're sitting down and talking.
Yeah. And so I'm having fun. Like tonight was fun and I laughed really hard. And that was good to do.
Good for the soul.
Yeah. And so, and just to take a break and like everything doesn't have to be so serious all the time. Well, I had a lot of fun with you tonight and I think we're going to go watch TV, like reality TV, and I'm going to put on an ice hat. That's something I should have had an answer to.
Yeah.
Something I'm loving is my ice hat. Like I wear ice hats religiously. I wear them so many times. They just like help with my headaches. They help if I'm overheated. They help with just my nerves. They just are so cozy to me.
And it's like she has them. I mean, they are things that they wrap around your head.
Wait, that's something you can make fun of me for. Like Mills never complains about that. And it's like, if I'm home, I'm wearing an ice.
She is wearing an ice hat. And it is ice wrapped around your head. And then she wears it for hours.
Yeah, till it thaws.
Is room temp.
And then I'll be like, Mel,
I need another one.
ice hat. Yeah. Okay. I think it's because it was like, when I had my dissection, it was just like such a thing that helped my headache. So I just like,
it gives you a comfort blanket.
Yes, but I don't want that to be a comfort blanket because, like, I mean, all my neighbors have seen me in my ice hat. Like, we've had friends over and I whip out the ice hat. I had them at work. I mean, granted for migraines, but when I have friends over, it's kind of wild that my neighbors have all seen me in my purple gel ice cap, normally with a ponytail coming out at the top or a messy bun, so that it can really touch my skull.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that's something
peculiar
about me. But anyways, had a lot of fun with you. And I think this is also some levity because we have so many big things coming up. Our appointment is this week. Mills and I have our appointment to talk about our embryos that we ended up with and then next steps, which is you are our next steps, is very real because these are very real things that we're going to be doing. And that I just feel like we've been talking about it and like it's actually going to start happening. And as much as we're excited for it and we love it, it's really nerve-wracking for all four of us. Because I know that we're all, it's extra stress on your body and then it's our embryo and just so much. And it's a baby. Like it's a pregnancy. It's so much. It is so much. And so,
I think it's just like a lot of too. It's like the first, just talking about like the IVF, like that whole journey, it was so scary for IVF phase.
Yeah.
Very scary. Now it's like we're in this phase where it's like, okay, it's like, that's over.
And then we're
safe. Thank God. But then it's like, okay, now we're
Mom and Dad cannot rest.
And it's also...
And it tags in a lot more people or like tags in more people at a serious level where it's like not... Yeah, it's not just, and it's also like bated breath for every step because we have to go through the FDA screening and get your medical records. And then also we'll have to do therapy, which our therapy is not going to be, check a box so we can move forward. I want us to all be so open and honest so that if it's not the right thing or like not the right fit, because that's not something you want to skate by. And so I just think it's really important that we all take that really seriously because this is a fluid thing. And so they could say no, like something could come up where we feel like in our hearts it's not the right thing anymore, but I'm still going to need a surrogate regardless. Like we've said that from the beginning. But I also want everyone to know with this podcast, it's not me putting pressure on Caitlin to do this because she knows, and we talk about this all the time, that this doesn't have to happen this way because I don't want her to take the burden on. But we're really excited to regardless walk you through such a huge conversation. So we have so much coming up. And so doing like a light podcast and laughing has been good. And I think it's important to tie that in with everyone knowing that it's not lost on us or people listening that it's heavy, but I feel like I don't want to live in that. I want to have levity. Yes. So I think that it's good to like laugh and talk about funny stuff and not just have this like deep. Yeah. I mean, it can be deep, but it doesn't have to all be deep.
I think it was nice too, especially because you and me and Mills and Brian did sit down and had a deep conversation.
And I love that we all feel so comfortable. And Mills and I are very to Brian. We're like, you are just equal as part of it because I want him to feel like he has a voice. And then you are also like, he cares about me. He also sees like what I'm going through, what we're going through. That is just super important that he knows that he has a valued voice. And I'm interested to learn about, I'm just really excited to get the ball rolled too, because it's like, I don't look at it as like, because we've had conversations before about other people being our surrogate and then it didn't work out. I'm never like, I haven't been devastated about a person. I was devastated when they told me that I couldn't do it, but I've never been devastated about a person not working out because I'm like, this is one thing where you said for me, you want a doctor that feels comfortable doing the procedure. I want the person that carries our baby to be 10 toes down as much as they can be in that position. And like, this is what they want to be doing. And I feel like that's a God thing. And so if something doesn't work out, I'm more so like, okay, well, this is getting us closer to, but anyways, that was a rant. But all right. Do you want to talk about what we're grateful for? So keeping things light. Levity. I am grateful that Graham reached for me today.
That's sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. I'm grateful for my sister coming to spend the night while Brian's away. And then Mills came over too. And,
which I love doing.
Yeah. We all cooked dinner and ate dinner together and stuff. And that was fine. But that was also a huge help with getting them ready for bed. And honestly, parents out there that do the solo parenting a lot, more power to you. Because that's tough. It's tough.
Well, I've really enjoyed this. And that's the end of our episode. And we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.